SBI's new Foundations update. Is it called the Foundations update? I think it's called the Foundations update. Is now live on all servers. And it comes with new crystal weapons that, unfortunately, we cannot use up until the end of the next season or the current season. But they have added the Froststaff, the Quarterstaff, and an axe as well. So we are going to look at the changes, mostly for solo content. Of course, this update is big on ZVZs and sieges and all that. So we're going to take a look at that as well. Okay, so there are 3 new weapons in the game. We're going to take a look at the Arctic Staff, which is the Frost Staff. This is the skill. Fires a volley of icicles in the targeted direction every 0.4 seconds, channeling for 3.4, and you can move while channeling. Each volley deals 158 damage and costs energy every volley as well. It has a 30-second cooldown. It looks a little odd. Not gonna lie, this Arctic Staff looks a little odd. But what's good about this is you can move while channeling. And if they make it available for the test server, I'm definitely going to try to see how it looks like. But right now, that is the skill. All right, it does almost the same damage, almost, I think, with the Arcane Staff. But this one obviously is the cone or a targeted direction. The Arcane Staff is more of like an AoE. All right, the next is the Phantom Blade. Look at this. This is the Quarterstaff. The Phantom Twin Blade. The name of the weapon is Phantom Twin Blade. The name of the skill is Phantom Twin. Combines up to 3 abilities. The combo resets after 4 seconds. And the first and second, called Phantom Twin, summons a projection for 2 seconds, slashing around itself within a 5-meter radius at a targeted position and moving 6 meters away from you. So it conjures 2, okay. Deals damage every 0.5 seconds, and it slows by 10 seconds, by 10% as well. The Phantom Slash slams the ground in a 5-meter radius around the targeted position in sync with the projection, throwing all enemies in the air for 0.7 seconds and deals 851 physical damage. Okay, with an 11-second cooldown on the first ones and 20-second cooldown if you use the third. I don't know why, but it does feel a little bit OP, but obviously that is tier 8.4. If you look at just tier 4, 111 physical damage per 0.5 seconds still feel like kind of high. The third Phantom Slash at 415 is actually pretty good as well. I cannot wait to actually try it out. So the Crystal Axe, it looks really good. It looks like a broken E, a handle, an F with a handle. Really cool icon, by the way. Okay, so it dash in the targeted direction, conjure an area within a 15-meter radius, that's really wide, around you after dashing, lasting 13 seconds. While inside the area, you can cast Relentless Reap multiple times by recasting the ability. Relentless Reap, dash in the targeted direction, dealing 288 damage on a tier 4 on all enemies you pass through. Hitting at least one enemy will reduce the cooldown of your weapon abilities by 33%. Wait, what? That sounds OP. That actually sounds a little OP, because if you look at Trinity Spears, Trinity Spear conjures a smoke with 8-meter radius. Imagine a Trinity Spear, 8-meter radius, right? Now, if you look at this, it's 15-meter radius. Twice on all directions. Twice on all directions. That's super wide. Super spacious there. You dash in the targeted direction, dealing 288 damage to all the enemies that you pass. And it says, while inside the area. So this is actually really insane. When they say you can cast Relentless Reap multiple times by recasting the ability, How many times are we recasting this? And it says hitting at least one enemy will reduce the cooldown of your weapon abilities by 33%. All of your weapon abilities. Wow. So you can basically spam. This is interesting. I want to see this in arenas, in small scale. Qs and Ws and everything, basically. Wow. A 20-second cooldown as well. This feels like it could be OP. Could really be OP. It depends on how many times you can recast the ability, though. Because it says Relentless Reap multiple times. You can cast it multiple times by recasting the ability. What's the cooldown on that? Right? You level up access right now. This is actually really cool. I like it. I really like it. I may need to level up my access. Even if it's just for arenas. This feels really OP. Just because of the 15-meter radius. That's wide, bro. That's like... Wow. Is it the Damnation Staff? The Damnation Staff is 13 meters radius. Imagine a 13-meter radius. Right? The Damnation Staff almost covers your entire... Right? Covers your entire screen. It adds 2 extra meters for the new axe staff. Axe thing. Wow. That's actually really impressive. I would love to use that. Okay, so those are the new crystal weapons. I feel like the axe needs to be reworked. The radius is super, super wide. But I want to see how that actually plays out. Fireball does 16 meters. But radius, they said radius. So like 30 meters diameter overall, all directions. So 15 meters from the center, all directions. That's super wide. Yeah, it's like, that's the area that you have that buff. That's the area that you have buff. That's not your dash, no. But that's the area that you have a buff. That's a wide area. Still a really wide area. So this is the new axe in action. This is very laggy though. Let's look at it. It's a little bit too zoomed in as well. So this is the showcase of the new E ability. Oh, so this is, look at this. This is the 15-meter radius. This blue line on the edge here. And you can just dash. You dash. How many times is that? Dash again? For 13 seconds. What? That's a lot. Let's look at that again. So you use the E. Use the E. 8 seconds. You can dash every 3 seconds, it looks like. And if you hit an enemy, all of your skills gets cooled down 33%. That includes the E ability. And then you just go. You just go and go and go. That's 3 seconds if you don't hit anyone. But that's basically like 1 second. Almost 1 second. Yeah. Almost every second you can use your E ability. And again, if you hit an enemy, all of your skills, weapon skills also gets cooled down. That is a lot of area right there. 15-meter radius is insane. So this is the new axe. And I feel like it's super, super powerful. All right. So there are also some balance changes in this update. Let's talk about the hammers. They now have removed the ability Bash Knee on all hammers, and they added the new ability called Powerful Swing on all the hammers as well. It dashes 2 meters into the targeted direction, knocking all mobs 3 meters in that direction. Knocking all mobs. Not players, just mobs. Maybe. Second is swing your hammer, dealing 94 physical damage to all enemies hit. If the enemy hit is affected by any crowd control effect, deal additional damage. Eh. Eh. I don't know how effective that is, but they also removed the heavy smash on all hammers, added the new ability called Seismic Tremor. Smash your hammer repeatedly into the ground while channeling for 2 seconds. That is a Seismic Tremor. Okay, damage 70, 70, 140. These are all base. And these are all, I believe, W's? The Seismic Tremor. And this is like the powerful swing. So there's a new Q and new W. The new Q looks like this. Boom. 5-second cooldown, 4-second cooldown. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. The W. Oh, you have to channel. It is a channeling skill. The Seismic Tremor. Oh, okay. So I guess you have to like boom and then boom, boom, boom. Oh, it just pounds the ground. It actually just pounds the ground. That is actually really nice. I don't see it happening in solo, but maybe solo, CC, and then boom, boom, boom. If you have like a long CC in a duo as well, you can potentially do that. In small scale, I can see that happening as well. That's pretty good. For the axes, the Carrion Collar, the Morgana Raven, cooldown is now reduced by 3 seconds. Healing debuff increased by 40 seconds. Duration decreased to 4. Bleed ticks reduced to 3. And the damage per tick. Oh, this is actually pretty good. The Carrion Collar has been buffed. So I want to see that in like small scale fights. That's actually pretty good. The Frost Staff, the Icicle, Frozen Hell. Not significant. Not significant that. Not significant change. The defensive slam on the Maces. Max allies affected is now 10. The Guard Rune. Resistance factor reduced by nothing, basically. The Rejuvenating Flower, the cooldown has been reduced by 0.5 seconds. It's actually significant, more significant than it actually looks like. Because the Rejuvenating Flower now has faster cast time or faster cooldown. For the Spears, these are super small changes. For the Spears, the Harpoon, the projectile speed has been increased by about 4? Almost 4? Why not just make it 4? These are some weird changes. Fire Breath. Oh, cooldown now is 20 seconds. Ah, that's pretty good. That makes it more viable. The damage per tick is lower, but cooldown is now significantly lower as well. I like this change. Mage Scowl. You'll probably see more Mage Scowls now, but Hunter Hood's still a thing. The Growing Rage for the Royal Hood. Damage increase per stack now is from 4 to 5. Remember, this stacks more, so probably additional like 5% more damage overall. The Cowl of Purity. Oh, shoot! The Cowl of Purity, instant damage halved. Added a damage over time effect. Stacks up to 1 time. Ticks 2, starting 1 second after impact. And 40 seconds per tick. This is essentially a nerf to Avalonian Beam, the Cowl of Purity, because what you see most of the time in like one-shot builds as they jump on you, Cowl of Purity, because of the high damage, instant high damage. Now you no longer have that instant high damage, but you do have the damage over time, which stacks up to 1 time, just 1 time, and 2 ticks. Ooh. Look for Cowl of Purity prices to actually go down significantly. This basically nerfed it to the ground when it comes to how they're being used right now. That's really bad. The Armor of Valor. The channel duration from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. That's pretty good. They keep on nerfing the delay here. The ethereal form on the face scale sandals used to have 0 delay. They added 0.5, they made it 1, they made it 1.5. Now the delay is 2 seconds. The ethereal form on the face scale sandals, 2 seconds delay now. The base movement speed, though, increases from 20 to 40. And the stack reduced from 20 to 16. So they're trying, really trying to balance this shoe right here. And I think it's really powerful and really popular for ZVZs. So there you go. Look at that. The after image on the Mistwalker shoes cooldown from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. I have seen the Mistwalker shoes used on the East server for healers in 2v2 Hellgates. Now it's reduced to 15 seconds. I think that could maybe make it really good. Good with the dash. It's really good for when you are trying to get away. Trying to just like blink-ish. That's pretty good. For the mounts as well, the Crystal Beam on the Roving Bastion, the cooldown has been increased. The targets reduced. And it now has 0 damage. You can no longer deal damage using the Crystal Roving Bastion. That sucks. This is one of the most funny moments when you see Crystal Bastions or Roving Bastions just beaming people and dealing okay damage. There's also a lot of fixes there. Oh, okay, this is huge. The Shadow Edge and the daggers fixed the issue where immunity would persist after reaching target. Yes, there's always been like a really odd effect. You are immune while traveling, but once you reach it, you should not be immune. So I also did that. And of course, the biggest change, which I'm not really going to walk you through, is the fortifications. To those who are in the guilds, you don't watch these videos anyways. But to those who want to take advantage of the new changes for the fortification update, what you want to do really is start gathering blocks. The blocks are going to be used for fortifications of the walls of the territories in the Black Zone. So to those who are looking to take advantage of this, look at that. Gather rocks, gather blocks, and sell them to the black market. And sell them to the market. Oh, before I forget, the Spectator mode. We are going to actually create some tournaments. The Spectator mode is now back in Albion Online. I believe they had this in the past, but it was so buggy. But the Spectator mode is now available. You can create your custom matches. Okay? Now have the option to invite one spectator who is completely invisible to the participants and has no influence on the gameplay. It's pretty cool. It's for community tournaments basically, and we are actually going to create some tournaments in the upcoming months, and I already have a couple of ideas for this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this new update? I'd love to know your thoughts. Are you still happy that you're playing Albion Online? Are you still sad because your favorite weapon did not get buffed? Let me know.